I grew up on a farm in Gibson City. My grandfather's a veterinarian and so is my uncle in Bloomington, Illinois. And working with them over the summers or on breaks during school, I think it helped me a lot to be able to see what the veterinary profession was really like. It's kind of one of the things that drove me into veterinary medicine.
I've wanted to be a vet for as long as I can remember. My father's a human medical doctor, and I spent a lot of time in his office and dealing with medicine growing up. But I also always really liked animals, so when I figured out that I could do both of them together, I knew this is what I wanted to do.
I graduated from the University of Illinois with a bachelor's in animal science, and after 4 years I had accrued $30,000 of student debt.
Going into college from day one of undergrad until now, I've had to pay for all my own educational experiences. That has put a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress in any sort of relationship, any sort of experience you have in your life.
1 year in veterinary school would double the amount of debt that I would have, effectively quadrupling that amount over the 4 years of veterinary school.
I remember when I got my scholarship email, I was sitting in pathology lab and I just happened to see the email pop up and click on it, and I saw that I had gotten a couple of scholarships, and I saw, the impact they were going to have on my financial burden for next year. And well, that pathology class was probably the best pathology class of my life.
Here at the University of Illinois, I've had countless opportunities due to scholarships and the help of funding through clinicians, teachers, and donors alike here. It's crazy to believe that I'm in such a great supportive environment that I can just travel across the world and gain such experiences that I might not be able to gain here in the United States.
These scholarships have let me to be able to focus more on studies, not necessarily in the classroom, but being able to go out into the real world and get the educational experiences, not mainly based off of what would pay the best, but also what would provide me the best educational experience.
Because I was able to take a job with more flexible hours, I was able to participate in the university's wildlife medical clinic, which was one of the real draws of why I wanted to go to this school for veterinary medicine. And that commitment is at least 10 hours a week. And so if I had needed a more regular job or a job with more hours, that's not something that I would have been able to do and really grow from as a student.
I've been able to work with many international clinicians, work with animals I never dreamed of, and then come back and tell all of my classmates about it.
Without scholarship support, I would have to support myself through veterinary school by taking out the full amount of my loan total, and I would be looking at paying back those loans 25 to 30 years after I've graduated.
I have a lot of anxiety about money, how I'm going to pay back my loans, how I'm going to make enough money to pay back my loans in the future. So every little bit counts and helps to make you feel more comfortable.